welcome back to my channel. My name is Ishika Mehra, and today I would like to share some of the best books that I really enjoyed in the month of July. Alright, I did read some books that kind of rage baited me, but these are the ones that I enjoyed the most. Alright, so first of all, I would still like to start with Jane Austen's Persuasion. Persuasion is a kind of it is a short read, very short read, and it is. I have only read Pride and Prejudice and Persuasion so far. And Persuasion, I enjoyed Persuasion more than I enjoyed Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice is also a 5 by 5 for me. I love that book. I love the movie. 2005 movie. I have only watched that movie. I enjoy it. I enjoyed it and I love that. But Persuasion, in my opinion, is better than that book. And this book follows this girl, Anne, and she was engaged with a certain Captain Wentworth 8 years ago, and she was persuaded to end the engagement. All right, and now he's back in town, and she has still feelings for him. So that's how the story starts, and the things are going on. And also, I really enjoyed. I have not actually annotated this book at all, but I enjoyed a part where she was talking to the certain fellow who was saying that men also suffer as much as women suffer emotionally. Men also have feelings like just like women do, and men also yearn like women do. But Anne does not agree. She says no, men go out and they do all the hard work and all, and if they are given that much of emotion like a woman have, then men would have almost everything, all right? Because women have to sit at home, they have to do the stuff, but men can go out, they can feel, they can do the physical labor, all right? But women do not have that liberty, and the man is stuck on the point that men have the same amount of yearning that women have. They can yearn as much as women do. All right. And he says that I can bring out examples from history to prove my point. And literally said that, yeah, you sure can, because history is written by men. That was a mic drop moment for me. I enjoyed this book so much. Not mostly for its romantic point of view. Like it has a romantic story. Obviously, I love that too. But apart from that, I enjoyed the wit, the elegant writing style, and mostly Anne is such a witty character. The book is written very beautifully. And Pride and Prejudice was actually second book published by Jane Austen. That's why maybe, and it was, posthumously published after her death. So it has more of an, refined writing style than Pride and Prejudice. Yeah, I really enjoyed this book. Pride and Prejudice, like, widely read, and it was also in my syllabus at one point. But Persuasion, I will always and always, suggest this book, recommend this book over Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice is amazing, everyone should read it. But this is also a great book, and I will be reading more of Jane Austen's book in coming months. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Then the second one, we have John Steinbeck. If you are on my channel, you know that I have been reading John Steinbeck, and I read two of his books, and I bought another one because he makes me cry, and I love it when people makes me cry, when author makes me cry. It was a 5 by 5 read. It was a very sad read. What happened was, when I finished this book, I started texting my friends about this book because it was so overwhelming for me. The book was so sad that I wanted to cry so much. But I had just finished, Of Mice and Man just before it, and I cried a lot over that book. So yeah, I was very sad when I read this book, and I just wanted to have a conversation with someone that could distract me from this book, because I did not want to cry, but somehow I ended up crying to bed. And it was also a gift from my friend. It was a birthday gift. Do not give me birthday gifts that make me cry, or maybe do I actually love this? It was a 5 by 5 read. So yeah, find yourself friends who give you books that makes you cry. And there is this debate, like there is this question going around that was the Kino, the decisions of Kino, that were they right, all right, and why do you think that they were right and all right. So in my opinion, Kino was not completely right. All right, Kino did horrible. Kino did beat up his wife at one point. He did hit his wife, and it was very painful to watch and all. But only to blame Kino is also wrong, because Kino was not a man that he says that I am a man. He started saying that I am a man. The society uh, forced him to be that man, to be the masculine man that society wants a man to be. Alright, and after that realization that he is a man of the house, after that he became kind of abusive, and he was very obsessive towards the Pearl, and he was very obsessive towards the fact that he wanted to do something about this Pearl and his family, because the Pearl can do something about the family. Alright, the Pearl is the only thing that can help his family. So society betrayed him. Alright, the Pearl buyers, alright, they tried to cheat him. Even his the neighbors did not think that he would have a great life, but they actually thought of themselves first. The beggars thought of themselves, because a poor man in who got sudden fortune, he did not think about himself as much as he thinks about other poor people. That was some point that was the part. And also I really enjoyed how the god was represented in two different lights. All right, at one, the god really did not want a poor man to succeed, and then at the end of the story, as the story was moving forward, there was this phrase going around that go with god, all right, and go thou also with god, is right, like that. So the god is not one single god. The god is actually two faces of a same coin, something like. One is very negative, that Kino really thought that, said at one point that the gods take their revenge on a man if he be successful through his own efforts. All right, so it was in on page number 24, it was beginning of the story, like not the beginning. The story was kind of started going forward. All right, and when the story was moving, then again, then it said, "Go with God, go with God." And at first, well, we can also understand this through the post-colonial lens, because at first, Kino is actually an indigenous man, all right, and the people, the pearl buyers, the father, the people in church, the doctor, they all were colonizers, and their god was not the god for Kino, because Kino's god was different from their god. His beliefs were different from their beliefs. So at first, he was actually, because he did respect father. All right, he did believed in their god, the colonizer's god. All right, so I really think that at first the use of God in such a bad light, that God takes revenge on people. Alright, so that was mostly because he was associating that god with the colonizers. But at the end, when the story started moving forward and forward, then the use of god was for his own god. I do not know if you can understand that all, but yeah, I kind of started giving a lecture on the book. So yeah, this was a very amazing read. I really loved it, and I loved analyzing it. I love when I can analyze books. This was amazing. Then obviously in my last video I talked about this one, Will Prescribe You Cat. Amazing book, 5 by 5, such a comforting read after reading The Pearl of Mice and Man and then Old Man and the Sea. After reading such books, I really needed this. And maybe that's why I gave it a 5 by 5 star. Maybe I wouldn't have given it 5 stars if I read it in different circumstances. But yeah, this was amazing. This book was so beautiful. I might read it again, like one or two stories. I might read it again to, you know, feel good about myself, feel good. All right, this was a great book. Then I have this one that I kind of regret reading. This is the Bone season. All right, I do regret this one because it is a series and I do not have other books of the series, I do not want to buy them because the second book is like 3000 INR. And I do want hardcover because I had the first one in hardcover. I kind of thrifted this one from a stall in Delhi somewhere. I do not remember the place. All right, my aunt took me there. So, and it is also a signed copy. I know. I kind of hit a jackpot. I know you're jealous of me, and I love it. This was such an amazing book. This is a fantasy dystopian novel, and I really want to read other part. Oh my god. I was shipping these two characters from completely different worlds, and I was kind of keeping my friend updated on how the story is going. Like, I was not giving the spoilers, but I was keeping my friend updated about the spoilers and all. Sorry, the story. And these two people did not have a single romantic part, a romantic scene in the book, like at first. After they actually, I think they would date in next novel. But yeah, but I was blushing whenever they were slightly less rude to each other. I was blushing at every part. And yeah, I did say that it was dystopian, fantasy dystopian, but yet, yeah. It was such a beautiful read. Oh my god, I cannot see. It is a 10th anniversary edition, I guess. Yes, and it is also saying this is the it has, you know, the maps as well, and it has glossary at the end because the language is you know, the world is a bit hard to understand at first. I would not lie, because I was also confused about the world. I was confused about the people and their powers and all, because it is fantasy, obviously. I'm not a fantasy reader, so maybe that was also the reason why it was a little bit hard for me to get into the story, to get into the world. But this novel, I'll talk about it a bit. It actually follows the story of Paige Mahoney, written here, and she's a pale dreamer. You know, she's dream worker, and she can jump in dreamscapes of people. All right, and she's actually very strong, and very, you know, gifted. And she's in this underground gang or something, and she's a criminal obviously in this world, but now she is taken away as a prisoner in the Oxford Law City. And there where the story goes on, and there's this guy Warden. I cannot remember his name because I've just kept him with the name Warden. Like, his name was just Warden in my mind. All right, so he is her keeper. Alright, he is supposed to train her and all, and the people who are taken in the Oxford city, they are either entertainers, or they're either, you know, like they're given jackets, red jacket, yellow jacket, pink jacket, white jacket, like tunic and all. So this is how the story goes, and I think the red ones, yeah, the red jacket ones have the power. All right, and the giants, these people are giants. They're not from this world. They're very strong, and that is why it is very impossible to defeat them or something. Alright, so the story goes on about how there was an uprising at first and all, and Paige kind of remembers her, like she is having these dreams, and she's getting these dreams, and also, you know, flashbacks of her past life. And I really kind of got bored on the in the chapters where Paige was kind of recollecting her memories. But when I, you know, when the book started to coming to an end, I kind of realized that it was a very important part. Why she was recollecting the memories, it was important. And you know, overall the book is amazing. It was a 5 by 5 for me. I really want to read another book, and I want to read it as a physical book, and I want the hard copy. It is 3000 INR. I do not have I cannot buy the hard copy right now, but yeah, I'll save some money to buy the book. But yeah, before that, I have to, you know, finish my TBR as well. So, you know, let's say I finish 20 books and then I buy the money order. But or maybe I can try to thrift it. I do not know if I can get the second book easily because it was a pure luck. I really want the second copy. I'm so greedy. This is a greed that Bible talked about. This is the type of greed that Jesus warned people about. Yeah. So these were the four books that I really enjoyed this month. All right, and in next video, I will talk about the books that I despised. I did not really enjoy two books this month, and I would really like to talk about it. I would like to rant about it, especially the one that I read in, beginning of the month. Yeah. These four books are amazing. All right. And with the genre, if you want me to talk about these with genres. This one is fantasy, dystopian fantasy. Amazing. Five by star five. I read it in like 3-4 days. Not 3-4 days. I am lying to be honest because yeah. But this is amazing. So good book. I will not stop recommending it till I die. This was a great find. And apart from that, comfort book, Japanese fiction. Loved it. Read it when you have read, when you cannot read anything else, and when you need something comforting, read it. Sit in your bed, get some coffee, get some drink, get any beverage, and read it. Beautiful read. Then we have The Pearl. If you want to cry, read it. If you like to analyze books, read it. If you want to give some theories, read it. Then I have Persuasion, Jane Austen, a classic, amazing. So that is all for this video, and I'll meet you in next one.